Guten Tag, Studenten. Are you thinking about taking a language? Here at Princess Anne High School, you can take German levels 1 through 5 and also AP to earn college credit. My name is Frau Curtis, and I'm the German teacher here at Princess Anne. I'm going to explain the importance of taking a language like German and how we make it fun and exciting. You don't have to have any previous experience for German 1, but you may be surprised at how much German you actually already know. Did you know that English is a Germanic language? What does that mean? That means that English is part of the Indo-European language family. Germanic languages are English's distant cousins. The Germanic family itself has subgroups, and English is in the West Germanic branch, along with German. What does that mean to you? It means you already know a lot of German. Yes, these are all German words. We incorporated them into the English language. All right, so how do we get started? Well, in German 1, we're going to focus on the most basic level of vocabulary so that you can communicate with German speakers about a few different things. The first theme is activities, and that is going to focus on your after-school activities. So do you like to play an instrument? Do you play a sport? Do you play video games? What kind of video games do you play? Do you have a certain hobby? Do you draw? Do you sing? Do you dance, etc.? And then we'll move out of there and we'll go into school. And in school, you'll talk about your different subjects and teachers. You'll talk about likes and dislikes. And after we are done there, we'll move into the home theme, which is describing your house or apartment, wherever you live, and also your family. And we'll do that through a bunch of different activities, which will include listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And then when you move on to German 2 through 4, you're just going to expand your vocabulary topics, and we'll add in grammar as we go along. You'll start, being able to understand things and being able to express yourself much more than you were in German 1, and every level you go up will increase. So you're probably wondering why learning a language is so important. Well, the obvious reasons are education. It looks great on a college app, and it will help you later on in college. And employment. It looks great on an employment application, as well as it can help you later on in any type of job that you do. And of course, travel, ordering food, and communicating with somebody who might not speak English. But I think the most important reason to learn another language is that it helps to open your mind and see the world from a different perspective. And by broadening your understanding about other culture, it allows you to be more empathetic and understanding of the many different ways people live their lives. Let's talk about career opportunities and your future. Where do you see yourself going? What do you want to be when you grow up? Germany leads in scientific research in so many fields: medicine, technology, engineering, just to name a few. Here's a list of the top 20 German businesses that are well known in the United States. Germany also has the 4th largest economy in the world, and they have the largest economy in the European Union. And because of this, most countries speak German as their second language. So Germany's not all about business. They like to have a good time, and they are famous for their festivals and celebrations. So here are examples of a couple celebrations: the Berlin International Film Festival, and also Köln Carnival, which is a huge celebration. It's a big parade, and there's lots of food and vendors and things like that. But probably the most famous celebration in Germany is Oktoberfest. And yes, we do celebrate Oktoberfest in class. The first one's called the Zugspitze. It's the highest peak of the Wetterstein Mountains, as well as the highest mountain in Germany. And you take a train up to a certain point, and then you can travel by cable car to the top. And it is just the most beautiful view you've ever seen. And then, of course, the most famous castle in Germany called Neuschwanstein. And this is the castle that Disney was actually modeled after. But there are so many beautiful things that you can see there. Another reason to learn German, sports and activities. Germans love sports. They live for soccer, which is most of Europe. But yes, that's Germany's number one sport is soccer. They also love to ski. And they even have surfing. This picture in the upper right-hand corner is river surfing in Berlin. Now, if you ask my students what the most important reason for learning German is, they're going to tell you the food, because that's one thing we love to do in German class is celebrate their culture. And we always have parties and bring German food. All right, so let's talk about class a little bit. We don't just sit around and learn vocabulary and grammar. We do have culture days where we bring in food and drinks, and we watch short German films or clips and listen to German music. In the higher levels, we also have what's called Kaffeeklatsch, where we bring coffee and cake and we talk about current events. And we do field trips to certain events that are happening in the area. In the spring of 2019, I took a group of kids to Germany on a class trip, and here are a few pictures of us. So this is another reason to take German, something to look forward to if you're wanting to travel. We are planning to have another class trip once COVID is gone and we're able to leave the country. But looking forward to that. We had so much fun. Well, I hope this gave you a little bit of insight into German at Princess Anne High School. And I hope to see you guys next year. Tschüss!